Pitch in at the 1. ADB, we're getting to that time of year when certain coaches are on the hot seat, aren't we?
I think, Kev, I don't think coaches ever feel like they're sitting on a cool seat by any stretch of the imagination. Sometimes you're overperforming to expectations, sometimes underperforming. But as a head coach, you are always uncomfortable.
Now, here is George. George sets a screen for Bailey. No good from outside. Stolen by Kessler. And George kicks to Jackson. George passes to Markkanen. Off the mark there with the three-point shot. Pass to Bull. Inside, Turner. And Turner throws it down.
Now that's called positioning, and Turner has the verticality to make it easy.
We're about 1 minute into the first. Now, let's take a minute to talk to Allie LaForce courtside. Allie.
I did briefly speak with J.J. Redick. We talked about Lauri Markkanen, and I asked him how he wanted his players to guard him tonight, and he said we can't afford to lose sight of him out on the perimeter because he's a big that can really shoot it, especially when he's operating in the pick and roll. It'll be interesting to see how Markkanen fares against them in this one. Kevin?
Great work as always, Allie. Thank you. Here's Bailey, following the basket by LeBron James. Bailey passes to Markkanen. It's good from long range.
Whatever the range is, Lauri Markkanen has it. He is such a sweet shooter.
And here's Doncic from the arc. Buries the long-range jumper.
And guys getting into a nice groove here, starting to feel it.
And this is partly what the game has become, right? A matter of dueling three-point opportunities.
Now, here's Bull. Doncic feeling it out. Stolen by Kessler. To the inside. Here's Jackson. Rebounded by the Lakers. They come in fresh off the win against the Warriors.
And bottom line, they found ways to score. Credit the game plan going in. It was right on the money.
And that's not an easy environment to play in. To score at the rate they did on the road says a lot about their intensity and focus.
Here's Jackson after the basket by the Lakers. 4 on the clock. Kessler passes to Markkanen. Off target with his 3.
And even against defense as tight as that, you almost expect him to still bury those.
James in the high post. Markkanen on him.
That was their first miss of the game. 4 for 5 right now. What a good start.
Well, we know the Jazz have been up front. Before you can rebuild, Doris, you got to tear down. And that's what they've done.
And Kevin, that requires extraordinary patience. You have to be willing to trade away veterans who can contribute to winning. And you have to be willing to prolong the process in order to get max returns. But be under no illusions. Losing is hard on everyone. Boy, he looks and will take that shot every time. Just won't go.
Can they get it? Offensive rebound. And the second chance effort by Jackson.
Well, Jackson Jr. is an efficient rebounder, and he knows to send that one right back.
And here's Doncic from the arc. Stolen by Kessler. To the paint. Here's Jackson. Oh, and he plucks it off the glass. Wow. Here's LeBron.
LeBron James, ever the showman with an exceptional slam there. One of the best dunkers in the history of the game.
That's a great look at that move from the Connected Cam, sponsored by AT&T. Bailey passes to Jackson. Nice ball movement by Utah. Markkanen can't get it to go.
Boy, this guy has completely lost his focus. Nothing working.
Here's Doncic. And a kind roll that time off the rim as that one falls. Doncic has got 5 now.
This is as good as it gets for a first quarter in terms of shooting the basketball.
The 9-foot shot. The rebound by Turner.
This guy just simply can't find his rhythm, and sometimes that happens.
The fader. He can't get that one to fall.
No one near him on that one, and I'm not sure why he felt like he needed to fade away.
And it's sent back by Turner.
Boy, Turner, such a strong rim protector. This guy has such a big-time impact on that end.
Always good to get another look at a terrific defensive play.
And, guys, that is lockdown defense at its finest, going right at the shot and then able to knock it away.
Outside for George. The shot by Markkanen, nobody around.
They're struggling to knock down those threes here in the early going.
A team's rebounding is a great measure of its energy, and theirs has been terrific here in the first quarter.
George against Doncic. Pass to Bailey. The shot's good on the assist by George. Bailey's got his second bucket tonight.
There's no question Bailey can score from anywhere. The defense cannot allow this guy to run free.
James against Markkanen. Now here's Turner. Defense right on him and misses it off the right side of the rim. And so Markkanen will bring it up for Utah. They trail by 3. Last game matched up with the Magic. A tough loss there.
And that was a tough one. They expected to play well and did, just not well enough.
You know what? At the end of the day, it wasn't as close as it should have been. There were lapses all night that led to the deficit they couldn't overcome.
Jackson, that's good.
And he's proven he can make this shot. Jackson, the D has to respect his range better than that.
Fires top of the key. Doncic, no good. The Jazz shooting only 28% here in the first. A shoddy game offensively for them so far. And out of bounds as Los Angeles gains possession. With a break in the action, let's go to the 2K leaderboard. These squads have been lights out this month. 5th, the Jazz.
I just love their offensive flow lately. I mean, this is a dominant team offensively because of that rhythm and pace.
Here's Doncic. A 32-point game for him in the win against the Golden State Warriors. LeBron outside. On the wing, Reeves. Against Golden State, he was really on his game. Los Angeles with another miss.
And they've come out with a take-no-prisoners approach on the glass here tonight, guys.
There's Jackson with the 3. Off the mark, and he's 2 of 8 for the game. And that one is stuffed right through.
Reeves can be nasty, using his handle there to get the better of the defense.
Utah trailing here. Pass to Markkanen. And here's Nurkic. Bol covering. Here's Sensabaugh. Takes it off the glass.
Yeah, another nice bucket down low. They've really been able to work the ball into the post effectively here so far.
Now, here's Doncic. 5 points in the game. Played in with a nice touch off the glass. That's 7 points for Luka Doncic.
If you allow Luka to establish position because of his size, his strength, his footwork, turn the lights out.
And it's Collier missing.
Boy, he won't miss many of those, but it certainly happens and did there.
Pulls up. That's good from Doncic on the assist by Reeves. Doncic has got 9.
And at the offensive end, he's done about as much as they could have hoped for today.
Pass to Sensabaugh. Jackson a screen on Reeves. Sensabaugh. The rebound by James. Lakers leading by 4. But LeBron's playing days are over, and GA, who knows when that'll be. What will you remember most about his play?
You know, I don't think there's ever been a player who came into the league with such lofty expectations and not only met those expectations, but fair to say, he's exceeded.
Now here's Jackson. After Luka Doncic's miss, that one falls. Jackson's got his 3rd bucket of the night.
And he is a huge presence inside at both ends. Jackson's a great asset to have in the post.
He's been on a nice little run in this first quarter. He is laser focused.
Guys are looking for a spark here.
Yeah, a cold stretch offensively for sure.
And so the timeout by Will Hardy here. He made the decision to huddle up with his guys and talk about strategy. The Jazz with some changes. Filipowski, he's checked in for Jaren Jackson. And Georgia subbed in for Markkanen. Now, Filipowski. They set the pick. George, no good. Los Angeles leading by 4 and finished off by LeBron.
Man, I tell you this, LeBron is hard enough to defend in a half-court set, let alone impossible to guard in the open floor.
The Jazz shooting well off their usual numbers, around 29% so far. To the middle and finished off by Nurkic.
Man, can you always depend on him or what to lead you to the right place with that pass? Money.
George against Doncic. Again, Los Angeles.
Well, you can see the team is just continuing to call his number. Until the defense figures it out, it ain't going to change.
George, no good.
You know, scoreless this quarter, and it's not helping them battle back.
Reeves the pass to Bull. Well-timed pass, and he goes straight to the bucket for the layup. And now it's an 8-point Los Angeles lead. And so George will bring it up for the Jazz. This, their first look at this year's Los Angeles squad. 3 seconds separate the shot clock and game. And there it is for them.
And those are the kind of nice inside looks they've gotten here in the first half.
Reeves outside. From outside the arc, and no good in the last second attempt this time. And so it's the Los Angeles Lakers with their lead standing at 6 points here at the end of the quarter. They're pounding the ball inside, and that's where they've gotten their best production tonight. Right back after this break. And thanks again for tuning in. If you're just joining us, we've played through 1 quarter of action so far. And taking a look at Los Angeles' performance here, what have they been doing or not doing?
Yeah, in that first period, they looked to push in transition at every opportunity.
And why wouldn't they? You see their effectiveness in the open floor. Very difficult to slow down.
Here's George. Still without a basket. The guard pair will be Doncic and Reeves. Rui Hachimura out there with Miles Turner, and it's Hayes in at the 5. That's the group for the Lakers to start the second quarter.
A good job by him on the glass here tonight. +8 in that department.
Here's Hachimura. It's 3 points. Corners off the mark.
And he didn't punish them for the weak coverage there, but they can't count on him to continue missing.
And foul on the shot, so he'll get a chance at the line. And Greg, the way the floor is spaced now, how much would you enjoy playing in this current environment?
I'm lacing up my kicks as you say that. It would have been a lot of fun. But not only do you have more room to operate, defenders practically, they can't touch you.
And the first one drops. Both good from the line that time. Here's Reeves. Right now, let's take a moment here to catch up with Allie LaForce on the sidelines.
Thank you. A big win here or there can really sustain a rebuilding team, and Utah coach Will Hardy said the results matter in order to keep belief in your process. Seeing the work pay off. The building of a team doesn't happen in one day. The players are staying with it, and they deserve all of the credit for that. Guys, back over to you.
Okay, Allie, we thank you for the report. And right now, let's watch that terrific swat.
And this is why coaches stress the importance of defense. Big block there in this close game.
And we've played just over a minute of basketball here in the second quarter. Here's Nurkic. Count the bucket. And he's got a free throw coming up as well.
And that's one of the things Nurkic does so well. Absorb contact and still be in control.
And what's your take, guys, on the hustle stats for the Lakers?
Their defense has been so aggressive right out of the gate, wasting no time shutting shooters down here with authority.
You know, also, they've been incredible on the fast break, taking those chances, playing with great pace.
They're going to turn it over. They couldn't get it in bounds that time. And now a look at the upcoming schedule for the Utah Jazz. On Friday, they'll go up against Devin Booker and the Phoenix Suns. Then on Wednesday, they'll take on Zion Williamson and the New Orleans Pelicans.
And guys, one thing about road trips like this one, they'll be seeing this as a chance for the team to come together. It might be a bit of a silver lining for a trip that doesn't always provide a lot of success.
Now, here's Doncic. He's got 13. Here's Reeves. Oh, and that one, no question, powered it down.
Oh, nice job finishing that with the hammer. I love seeing Reeves go up aggressively.
Pass to Sensabaugh. The Jazz working the ball around now. Down low, here's Nurkic, and finished off by Nurkic.
And really just led him to his sweet spot for that finish.
And so J.J. Redick will call a timeout. He's ready to talk things through with them.
You know, couldn't agree more with this timeout. There are far too many turnovers to get any kind of offensive rhythm. You're just trying to mix things up here.
Chance to see the numbers for George. He's really stood out for them over the past month. He's getting around 16 points a game, 5 assists, and 2 rebounds. He's been nothing short of fantastic during that stretch. Offense coming very easily for him.
And so much of it, to me, is his ability to read the floor, make the right decision, and then go right after the action he wants. They got very fortunate there, guys. They should just take their time on offense and not try to force things.
And here in the second, 2 minutes gone by. Pass to Hayes. Now, Doncic. Oh, Doncic with a confident free ball.
Boy, the deep ball from Luka Doncic. This guy does not lack the confidence.
Here's Sensabaugh. He's covered by Hachimura. Nurkic with it. He had a 12-point outing in their last game against Orlando. Collier, that's good.
They are just killing them on the interior.
Doncic against George. Right side Simmons. In a wide open look for Hachimura. And it's good, assisting on the play with Simmons.
Well, that's 2 bombs in a row from long range.
After seasons of speculation and drama, Doris, Ben Simmons seems to finally be settling in.
And Kevin, maybe his career doesn't look perhaps the way many people expected it to be. But what we know is this guy is a confident, well-sized, highly skilled defensive player and a highly skilled passer. And listen, you got to get past the noise sometimes.
Now George, following Hachimura's three-point attempt. And he drives in. Count that one. Collier's got 6.
Yeah, that was the 3rd straight high percentage look the defense has allowed. The defenders have got to start putting bodies on bodies.
Now, here's Doncic. He's got 16. The putback. Three-pointer. And the rebound by Nurkic.
Not quite enough defense that time around. Just lucky he was off.
And the well is running dry for him right now. Nothing falling.
And this is where you hope that he can find something easy so he can see the ball go through the net.
Now, here's Doncic. Running on 26.5 points a game. Rarely has an off night. Here's Collier. Pass to Filipowski. Clock at 6. Takes a step back. Nurkic can't hit. Lakers leading by 3. Now Doncic. And the bucket is good. 3-point play chance here for him.
Luka Doncic has a big, strong frame. The N1 chance, nicely done.
And he's got his first chance at the line here.
Personal foul. First team foul.
Mind the lanes. Mind the lanes.
At the line.
Good shot.
Luka Doncic. 1 shot.
Doncic, no good on the free throw.
Boy, Luka's strength, his size, his savvy puts him at the free throw line so often.
Outside, Markkanen. Back to Nurkic. That's good, and it's Jackson with the assist that time. And that's now 9 points for Nurkic. George against Doncic. Pass to Hachimura. Now Reeves. Excellent D there from Markkanen.
Boy, they've done a good job overcoming his offensive struggles. He's got to be very thankful for his teammates.
George with the bucket.
And that's 10 straight points in the paint. The defense, nowhere to be found.
On the wing, Doncic. 18 points for him. And he comes up with the deuce.
And he's having quite the quarter, converting at a really high percentage.
And so the timeout by Will Hardy here. He's going to make some adjustments to the game plan. Some changes for the Lakers. Williams, he's checked in for Jackson Hayes. Luke Kennard comes in for Austin Reeves. And Smart subbed in for Luka Doncic. And a switcher also for Utah. Walker Kessler, he's jacked in for Nurkic. Here's George. Ben Simmons with the rebound. Simmons got 5 rebounds tonight.
Nothing going his way. Boy, it feels like he's forcing it and to no avail.
Love seeing a point guard who can explode to the rim like that.
Oh, great attitude and even a better finish.
Boy, it's incredible how much explosive scoring ability can come from the lead guard position. That is a big-time play. Now, this is a guy who wants to score, so don't let him catch a rhythm.
Over to the wing. Now, here's Kennard. He's averaging a bit over 5 points a game. It's hauled in by George.
Boy, he did everything right till he got to the rim. He needs to finish that.
Pass to Kessler. Smart with the steal. And it's the Lakers on the break. And Simmons gets it to go on the assist by Smart. Simmons got his second bucket.
This is exactly where Ben Simmons can flourish. High-speed basketball is the way he prefers to play.
George in the post. Guarded by Smart. And there's a whistle. That's going to go on Walker Kessler. That is his first foul of the game. Collier, he's checked in for George. That'll be a 5-second call. Let's take this chance to look at the teams that have been the league's most efficient passers this past month. The Lakers, number 1.
And what stands out during this recent stretch is just how well they pass the basketball. I mean, this is a club that has become really unselfish.
Markkanen kicks to Jackson. Back to Markkanen. Pass to Collier. 5 to shoot. No luck that time on the shot that would have put them on top. And here is Hachimura. Smart on the wing. Stolen by Kessler. Now Markkanen over Kennard. And Utah again with the bucket.
Boy, that's big-time effort from Markkanen in transition. Get ahead of the defense and convert.
Pass to Williams. Stolen by Markkanen. Here's Jackson. It's hauled in by Los Angeles. Simmons got 6 rebounds here tonight. Smart on the wing. Over Collier. And the Lakers with another miss. Utah has gotten both of their 3-point attempts to go down here in the second quarter. Markkanen can't get it to go. And so it's Hachimura who brings up the ball for the Los Angeles Lakers. They trail by 1. Pass to Kennard. Over Bailey. Rebound, Utah. Kessler's got his 4th rebound in this one. Bailey passes to Markkanen. Markkanen sets the pick for Jackson. Back to Markkanen. Beautiful dish, and the layup goes down. Markkanen's got the lead up to 3 now for the Jazz.
And after that ragged first quarter, they're getting some momentum, some confidence. Nice flow.
Up top, Simmons. He had a 12-point outing in their last game against Golden State. Utah leading by 3. Here's Collier. Here's Kessler. Lays it up and banks it in. Kessler's got his first points in this one.
And not hard to see why they are giving up points on this run. Just too many good looks from in close.
And here is Hachimura. Over Jackson. Hachimura, no good. 1:09 left now here in the second. Markkanen passes to Kessler. Here's Jackson, and Jackson throws it down hard.
And here's a guy that's not in coach mode. Jackson is going to give it all he has every minute he's on the floor. That's how he earns the and one.
Alton Connect, he's checked in for Los Angeles. The free throw drops for Jackson.
As we've gotten closer to halftime, their style has become more and more physical.
Outside, Simmons. Floats one, and good that time. Simmons got 6 points.
You love it when a guy can put a slow start behind him and begin to ramp it up.
Driving in, Bailey scored the basket. His fourth. He's only missed 1 of his 5 shots tonight.
Pretty much all of their buckets coming from inside the paint now.
Here's Connect. Offline with his 3. Utah leading by 8. Three-pointer, Markkanen. Kennard with the rebound. Kennard on the wing. Plays it up off the glass. Kennard's got his first points of the night.
I mean, the number of points they've scored in the paint already here is eye-opening.
Here's Collier, and no luck with that time on the buzzer beater. And so it's Utah, with their lead standing at 6 points here at the end of the quarter. They've had active hands and have forced a lot of turnovers in this one. Don't go anywhere. We'll be right back.
Welcome to halftime, everybody. It's been a bit of a challenge so far for the Los Angeles Lakers.
Chucking up all those threes is clearly not working for them. They need to balance their attack.
Yeah, you want to put your players in a position to succeed, and I don't see that in the first half.
And let's focus now on the Rookie of the Year contenders. Some great talent coming into the league this year.
It's far enough into the season now where you can tell which guys are for real and which guys are pushing for that ROI.
I remember in 1993, you winning that award, Shaq, mainly because you should have won that championship that year. Those darn Supersonics.
And that about wraps it up. And as the third quarter is about to begin, we go to Kevin Harlan for the call.
We've got second half action for you, and if the next couple quarters are similar to the first, this one could go down to the last possession. You know, Luka Doncic has been exceptional here, guys.
And how about the amount he's contributing in the scoring column? Through 2 quarters, he has been terrific.
And one would expect that the defense made some adjustments at halftime, but he has the ability to answer right back.
And we're halfway through this one. Plenty of basketball left in a game that's been fairly even so far. Getting underway here in the second half. Here's Will Hardy's 5. George out there with Bailey. Then there's Jackson. Then there's Markkanen. And it's Kessler in at the center, locking down the middle. 3 on the clock. Here's Markkanen. He gets that one to drop. He's now 5 of 12.
Now this is Markkanen cleaning up on the offensive end. 7-footer, just so skilled. He can find different spots to be effective.
Our late first-round pick, Doris, back in 2022. Walker Kessler proving he was a sleeper. He has shown a lot for sure.
Oh, no question about it, Kevin. We are talking about a guy who's got size. He's consistent on the backboards, but there's an offensive arsenal there that maybe was a bit unexpected.
So it's the Jazz now. After the basket by Los Angeles. And stolen by Murray. And that'll be 2 free throws coming up. Officials on the call with the foul. That's on Ace Bailey. For Los Angeles, they have shot just 1 free throw, missing that one earlier. Free throw good, Murray. The Lakers making a switch here. Krejci's checked in. And so Murray nails both of them. Second half of basketball, just over a minute played so far. George against Smart. Here's Bailey. That falls. Nice speed that time from George. George has got 6 assists now in the game. Pass to Kennard. Markkanen against Smart. No good on the triple. Utah leading by 6. Here's Kessler. Six on the shot clock. Nice ball movement by Utah. Here's George. Rebounded by the Lakers. 2 minutes gone in this third quarter now. Kennard on the wing. He's looking for Bol and finds him. Here's Krejci. Still yet to score. Smart. That 3 off target. Had some space there after the little pump fake. Inside and stolen by Bol. 4-on-3 break. Takes it up with both hands and rips it down.
Well, it's just outstanding distribution from Marcus Smart, keeping his eyes peeled in order to find his guys in their spots.
For Utah, they've gone 2 of 3 from the field to start the second half. Here's George. Banked in off the glass. George has got his second basket of the game.
Boy, you have got to be pleased with the start of this third quarter. 3 for 4 out of the gates. Just keep your rhythm now.
Bol kicks to Smart. Kennard for 3. Rebounded by Bailey. Jazz leading by 6. To the middle. And the dunk by Jackson.
A big night for Jackson so far. He's a talented scorer and only getting better.
Murray outside. Pass to Kennard. Now Bol. He's covered by Kessler. Here's Krejci. Kessler with the rebound. Kessler's got his 6th rebound on the night. And count it, the shot is good. He'll go to the free throw line.
And we're seeing some great ball.
And here we go. Coach's challenge happening right now. This one in regards to the personal foul. Seeing if that was the right call.
The previous play is under review.
To detail what constituted the original personal foul. Getting a different angle can sometimes make it.
After the review, the ruling on the floor is overturned.
Is that when you see the slow motion replays, you really get a new appreciation for just the immense speed at which these players are moving and how fast the action really is and how hard it can be sometimes, Greg, to make the right call. And the announcement on the review is that the foul was called in error. So they have determined to overrule the original call.
And guys, this is what it's all about, getting the call right. And I think in this case, the video review showed that while it was a tough call to make on the floor, they got it right with the review.
And the Jazz with possession here after Los Angeles picked up 3 with their last shot. Bailey misses. Smart passes to Bol. And the rebound by Jaren Jackson. And so George will bring it up for Utah. They lead by 7. Pass to Kessler. The shot's good on the assist by George. George has got his 7th assist here tonight.
And I like that they're not settling. Getting the ball on the interior, 8 of their last 10 coming that way.
Let's check in now with our Allie LaForce, who's got a story for us. Allie?
Thanks a lot. Lauri Markkanen is a 7-footer with touch, but he can also attack off the dribble. Referencing comparisons to Dirk Nowitzki, he said, quote, "When someone hits a fadeaway jumper, they say, that's the Dirk. Maybe someday I'll get the drag step to be called the Lauri." Back to you, Kevin.
Ooh, that's a sweet move, too. All right, Allie, thank you for the report. Now, here's Markkanen. 14 points for him. The shot by George, no good.
Frozen. Guys just ice cold, unable to contribute offensively.
Up the floor. Kessler with the bucket. And it's an 11-point Jazz lead.
Yeah, the chemistry has been terrific. Really impressed with their offensive execution.
And so J.J. Redick will call a timeout. Coach is going to talk some things over with the team. Might be seeing something to adjust. And here we have a rundown of the players you don't want on you when you're putting up a shot. The leaders in blocks over the last month. Fourth, Jaren Jackson.
And guys, as the month has unfolded, his interior defense has gotten better and better.
Lakers trail by 11. Pass to Kennard. Here's Krejci. Outside, Smart. Kennard on the wing. Good, and Smart gets the assist. Smart's got 5 assists in the game. Now Kessler. Here's Bailey. Kennard covering. Here's Kessler. And he takes it in for the layup off a very nice feed. Kessler's got 8 points.
I don't know what's happening defensively, but they're not putting up any resistance.
Hits the three-point bomb.
Man, the triples keep falling, guys. That's 3 in a row.
Now, here is George. He's been playing a big part of their offensive scheme, averaging around 15.5 points a game. Here's Bailey. And foul on the shot. He'll shoot 2 at the free throw line. There's always a need for shot makers in the NBA, GA, and that's what Ace Bailey brings to the floor.
Bailey has a smooth jumper with a high release point that allows him to shoot over just about any defender. And when you pair that with his physical tools, his upside is through the roof.
2 shots.
That one is off.
And when I watch Ace Bailey, I see a wing with unlimited potential. Going forward, it's about refining that skill set and adding some strength to that frame.
And the Lakers making a change here. James is checked in, and Utah with a change here too. Nurkic is checked in, and the call will be against Jusuf Nurkic. That's his first foul. Turner's checked in for Murray.
Number 37.
Lakers trail by 7. Pass to Kennard. Good, and Smart gets the assist. He's got 16.
12 straight points off of 3-pointers, and the D looks shell-shocked.
Here's Bailey. The rebound by Turner. Turner's got 8 rebounds in this game. Here's LeBron. Fantastic work inside by LeBron.
And making it look easy, LeBron overwhelms the defense inside.
George dishes to Jackson. And Markkanen throws it down.
Boy, off a great pass there. That is just a matter of finishing strong.
And here's James. He'll bring it up for the Lakers. They host the Clippers after this game. And that's game 2 of this string of 4 games played at home. Kennard on the wing. And the Lakers hit again from deep.
And this is the game plan for him. He's a big part of their floor spacing.
And right now, Greg, he is doing a great job delivering for this team. Productive and efficient.
And the call is going to be, yes, it is, an illegal screen.
Beyond the leaning, you could see his feet more set on that screen. Easy call.
You know, he's just leaning a little bit. You try to get away with it, but boy, the official all over it.
Now here's James. He's got 8. Pass to Kennard. A miss that time. Would have put him up.
And the rebound battle split evenly thus far.
Here's Collier. Guarded by Smart. Back to Markkanen. Count it, and the foul. That's on LeBron James.
Nicely done. They continue to attack inside, and that's 10 points in a row in the paint.
One shot.
And let's quickly check out the scoring breakdown here for Utah.
I'm in love with how they're moving the basketball all game long, and also their ability to move without the ball. That style just makes it so difficult to defend.
They've also made a concerted effort to get the ball down low. Many of their points coming in that painted area tonight.
Kennard's shot is off.
And even with good coverage defensively that time, he has confidence to drill the 3. Oh, and the lead gets bigger on a ridiculous offensive sequence.
That dunk alone would have been spectacular. Never mind it coming at the end of an alley-oop. Back to James. Pass to Kennard. Los Angeles with another miss. Jazz leading by 6. Markkanen into the lane. Now James. 8 points for him. Utah with the rebound. Markkanen's got rebound number 8 here tonight in the game.
And taking a look at some numbers for James, he's been a factor for them over the last month. He's averaging about 19 points per, 5 rebounds, and 2 assists. And what an impact he makes for them on that offensive end.
Right, he can do a little bit of everything for this team, and it shows when you look at the scoreboard.
That's good from Filipowski. Jackson Hayes, he's checked in for Los Angeles. And Utah also making a switch. Mykhailiuk is checked in. He hits one, then misses the second attempt from the free throw line. Lakers trail by 7. Outside Turner. Back to LeBron. Launches a 3. Filipowski grabs the board.
And close to making the defense pay for the lax coverage that time.
Mykhailiuk passes to Cowley. Another miss by Utah. The Lakers shooting 42% from the field here in the third. Here's LeBron. Hits from the high post. James has got 10 points.
Yeah, it's very hard to guard LeBron James because he's a 3-level scorer. Catches the defense off guard, just pulls up into that mid-range.
Here's Sensabaugh. Looking at his numbers, he averages a bit over 9 points a game. And the call on the shot that sends him to the line. It's going to go on Isaiah Collier.
Really, the right play defensively. If you can't block, force him to the line.
And he knocks down the first one.
What's striking about LeBron James is how his game has morphed to now it's all about guile and smarts and experience. He continues to dominate just in a different way.
Konchar's checked in for Mykhailiuk. And James drills them both. 1:09 left in the third. Here's Collier, guarded by Smart, and stolen by LeBron. And here's the break. Kennard finds Turner. Los Angeles with another miss. Utah leading by 3. Down low, here's Filipowski, and he uses the glass on the layup. He has 5.
They're finding lanes to the hoop now with consistency. 5 buckets in a row from the paint.
Outside Turner. No good on the 3. Utah's gotten blank from three-point land so far in the third. Still 0 for 3. Here's the screen. Here's Sensabaugh. Nurkic the pass to Collier. 4 on the shot clock. Off target from three-point range. And it's slammed in by Turner.
Those plays can make a difference in a game like this.
Well, you know it's going to fire up, Greg, everybody on that bench.
No, credit him for going for it, not settling, saying, I'm going to attack.
Lauri Markkanen getting it done for the Utah Jazz. He finishes with 9 points in the quarter. The D is having all sorts of problems with him. And we've got more M2K Sports coming your way after this break. Now let's take a look at our assist of the game presented by State Farm.
And how about the floor generalship right here? I mean, showing us why they're always in good hands when he's the man in charge.
Well, this is exactly what you're looking for from your point guard. Survey the floor, serve it up on time and on target.
Well, this has been a great contest so far, and I imagine the fourth quarter could have even more action in store for us. Reeves in at shooting guard. James is the small forward. Jackson Hayes is out there with Turner. And it's Smart in at the point. That's who's in the game for the Lakers. And the Jazz with possession here after LeBron's three-pointer that didn't go. Here's Sensabaugh. It's rebounded by Hayes. Lakers trail by 3. Here's Reeves. And that one drops.
Reeves has a great ability to finish, and he knows how to work inside.
To the paint, and stolen by LeBron. And pushing it up. Here's Los Angeles. Oh, James got it with the defense all over him. All right, well, look at how the hustle game has been going for the Lakers.
They have been a wrecking ball defensively, coming up with steals, being active with their hands, and just doing a terrific job of disrupting the rhythm.
They've also been scoring on the break. With how difficult it is to get buckets in the half court, anytime you can push the ball in transition for easy ones, that's big time.
LeBron outside. And they double up James. Smart. A three-pointer off the mark. Utah trailing here. Puts it up from 12. Tried to bank it in, but he misses. Reeves right side. And Turner the bucket on the assist by Reeves. Reeves has got assist number 5 here tonight. And Will Hardy is called timeout. He's clearly intent on wanting to lock in and make sure everyone's on the same page. Los Angeles making a switch here. Doncic is checked in, and Utah also making a switch. Lauri Markkanen's checked in for Filipowski. And let's go to the sideline. Here's Allen.
I was able to listen in on what Will Hardy was going over with his team. He thinks they're still very much in this game, saying it's right there, but it's on us to take care of it. We have to make it happen, hoping to inspire his team here.
Okay, Allie, thank you. Now, here's Markkanen. Pass to Collier. 6 to shoot. There's the 3. The Jazz again can't hit it.
Gosh, it feels like he's pressing a little bit, and obviously playing from behind doesn't help.
Doncic converts inside.
And now you see them starting to really work the ball inside.
Jazz trail by 5. Pass to Nurkic. Here's Sensabaugh. Here's Collier. He's defended by Reed. To the inside. Nurkic. And finished off by Nurkic.
Boy, that's textbook screen and roll action. You can see why they involve Nurkic in these sets. So savvy.
Now Reeves. On the wing, James. Tries from 16. The shot's good.
From that in-between range, they've been the much better team.
You see the defender just a bit too aggressive. Nurkic takes advantage, and he'll get to the free throw line.
Yeah, really strong offensive thrust there, but then how about the defense able to negate that attack?
Shoot 2.
And he can't get the first one.
Well, you love the competitiveness you get nightly from Jusuf Nurkic. The other thing you love is commitment to team, willing to back up teammates.
Good on the second free throw.
That one miss was huge. He had a chance to turn this into a one-possession game.
Doncic against George. And it's Doncic missing.
And when you are as good a shooter as he is, you have to have the confidence to take that shot. It might not always fall.
And for most guys, I think you only want to take that shot if you've hit a few in a row. That is absolutely a heat check.
Lakers leading by 4. Rebound by Nurkic. Nurkic has got his 7th rebound of the game with that last one. Pass to George. Here's Sensabaugh. James covering. Nurkic a screen on James. And it's in. Basket number 6 for him thus far. He has only missed 2 shots from the floor.
Well, this is exactly where you want Jusuf Nurkic operating on the offensive end.
Reeves outside. In the corner, it's James. Here's Doncic. Good, and the assist goes to LeBron. Doncic has got 4 points now in the quarter.
And you don't want to allow too many of those short ones with the game right now in the balance.
Well, terrific defense. They obviously respect his ability and just want to make it tough.
On the wing, James lets it go from deep. James making it look easy from deep. And so it's Utah here with the ball. And their road trip is only getting started as that's the 2nd of 6 for them. George takes a 2-pointer. It's hauled in by Los Angeles. Turner's got rebound number 12 now. Tenacity on the glass. And here's Doncic from the arc. It's hauled in by Sensabaugh.
This guy hit a couple of threes in the first half, but since then it's been a little bit of a struggle.
Here's George. Doncic with the block.
Oh, Doncic says not now and not here. That is a tremendous defensive play.
James misses. Jazz trail by 7. Pass to Collier. The 3. Unable to get that one.
Boy, this is the story of the night for this guy. He's taken a lot of questionable shots.
James with the bucket.
Oh, great ball movement there.
Utah has gone 0-3 so far in the 4th quarter from long range. George passes to Nurkic. George with the bounce pass. Harkin in from outside.
And I think that one could have easily have fallen for him.
Up top, Doncic. Defended by George. From 10 feet out. Pulled the shot a little left, but the bounce goes his way. LeBron's got the lead up to 11 now for Los Angeles. And here's George. He'll bring it up for the Jazz. Pass to Sensabaugh. Over LeBron. Back to George. Shot clock at 6. Now here's Nurkic. And finished off by Nurkic.
Boy, what a night for Jusuf Nurkic. They have gone to him time and again, and it's paying off.
On the wing, Turner. LeBron outside. And there is a whistle, and that's going to go on Jackson Hayes. And that'll be his 3rd foul so far. The Jazz making a switch here. Jazz trail by 9. George in the post. Guarded by Doncic. Basket good.
And nice touch inside. George can finish from all 3 levels.
Doncic outside. They get it again. LeBron outside. Outside Turner. Pass to Reeves. Over Bailey. Reeves can't hit. The Jazz shooting in the 4th quarter down around 31%, not playing with as much energy here lately. Lakers leading by 7. The 3 for Doncic. Good, and the assist goes to LeBron. LeBron's got assist number 5 here tonight.
Well, after knocking down a couple in the first half, that's his first triple here in the 2nd.
And he's easily been their best rebounder tonight.
He's competed for every missed shot. Feels like he's quicker to the basketball than anyone else out there.
Turner outside. Now James. Jumper is off. Now Bailey. Jackson outside. Kessler screen on James. Jackson outside. Now Kessler. Taken away by Hayes. And here we go. Fast break. LeBron's got it. Now Reeves. Stolen by Markkanen. Got it to go.
Now, this shows you how dynamic Lauri Markkanen is as a scorer. If he feels good, boy, the numbers come in a hurry.
James outside. Now Doncic. Fires the three. Kessler pulls it down.
I mean, I guess you can appreciate the confidence, but his three-point shooting has been brutal this half.
Markkanen down low. Working on James. Cook it.
Kessler always looking to score down low. A nice finish inside.
And J.J. Redick calls timeout here. This is a huge moment, folks, in this game. And he wants to be prepared. Williams is checked in for Jackson Hayes. We've got 1:18 left to play here in the fourth. James. LeBron going to work inside.
You call this a groove, folks, offensively. When shots are falling, you're getting to your spots. LeBron James right now on his personal playground.
Here's Bailey. Now George. Doncic with the steal. James outside. Now Doncic from outside. Markkanen pulls it down. the glass.
The willingness to embrace the pressure, Markkanen, big-time delivery.
And he commits the intentional foul. And now they decide to foul intentionally. The first one, and that makes it a 7-point lead.
You often hear the phrase franchise player. When you think about Luka Doncic and the amount he controls the action, the MVP level play, he is the true definition of it.
And he hits both free throws here. So now it's an 8-point game. And the Jazz call time here. They're behind by 8. And let's get your take, guys. What's the strategy?
And you know what? They're not ready to give up yet. They'll try to intentionally foul if they can get a quick hoop.
Los Angeles with some changes. Hachimura, he's checked in for Miles Turner. Dalton Knecht comes in for Austin Reed. And James subbed in for Luka Doncic. Outside, Markkanen. The three goes down.
Well, Markkanen accepting more and more responsibility over time. Some leadership right there.
And they go to the intentional foul. Good on the first, and that increases their lead to 6. He's off on the free throw and able to get that second one to drop in. So it's Utah now. Now Markkanen. It drops.
Coming off a big game, his confidence couldn't be higher, and coach knows it.
Well, the best players to me deliver night after night after night. So as long as he's hot, keep riding it.
Los Angeles calls timeout. They're ahead by 4. And an intentional foul there stops the clock.
Yeah, you have to do that, though. You can't just let him dribble the game.
So the first one drops, and that puts them up by 5. And he cannot convert on the second. That misses. And the Jazz call time here. There's 14 seconds left in the fourth quarter. What do you think Coach's focus is going to be here?
They're trying to get back in this thing. They need a score.
They need to score, and they need to do it quickly, but it is still possible here.
Bailey fires. And it goes out of bounds. That one off Kessler. Unable to get the ball in bounds. They get called for the 5-second violation. Jackson. Markkanen. And so Los Angeles takes the win. It was up for grabs right until the final seconds.
Yeah, and for me, Kevin, what stood out is just the overall trust this group has in one another when it mattered most. Doing what had to be done and to send these fans home happy.
Now let's check in with Allie LaForce on the sideline. What do you have for us, Allie?
LeBron, you got that perimeter shot falling as the game wore on. How'd you dial it in?
I work on my shot every day. I work on my game every day, so it doesn't matter if I miss all of them in the first, second, third. I still believe that I'm going to make the next one.
All that hard work really paid off late. Congratulations.
As always, Allie, we appreciate it. And that's going to do it tonight, folks, for our broadcast. So, for Doris Burke, Greg Anthony, and Allie LaForce, I'm Kevin Harlan, saying thanks for joining us. And now, our player of the game, Luka Doncic.